Hello, and welcome to another episode of On the Floor with Wayne and Rob. I'm Wayne Highlander with Bone Adhesives.
I'm Rob Johnson with the Bona Training.
How we doing, Rob?
Pretty good. How you doing?
Good. Hey, listen, I know we're going to talk about a lot of things on this podcast today, but before we do, I want to give a little shout out to Brett Miller. Brett was announced yesterday that he's moving on from the NWFA. He's resigned and has other prospects that he's going to be doing. So we wish him well. But he's been, I think, 13 years in that role with the NWFA and has done a remarkable job. And he's a well-regarded figure in the flooring industry, particularly known for in his expertise in hardwood flooring. Has a diverse career that includes roles in manufacturing and sales and education and sorry, wait a minute, that's my resume. What was his up here? Known for significant contributions to the wood flooring industry, particularly through his work with the National Wood Flooring Association. He's done a great job. And you know something? Sometimes in this trade you hear people say, "Yeah, he's one of us. He's one of us guys." And Brett was. He came from an installer sand and finish background, and always kind of looked out for all the flooring contractors out there, and was just all around good guy. It's a tough job that he had there, and he did it remarkably well. So we wish him all the best of luck.
We first met him in our other life.
Yep. Yep. We all worked together for a few years.
Yeah, we were all together, worked together for a few years.
And that's how you got to know the guy. I seen all sides of him. He was a sales rep at the time. He excelled in that area and very likable guy. And was so happy for him when he got the role. And
I think he had the perfect demeanor for that job.
yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The last kind of guy you want in that job, I think, is somebody who, like you or I, very cocky, know-it-all.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? He was
Yeah.
like opposite. I thought he was just a perfect guy for that role.
He
Perfect
was,
guy.
if you look at everybody who came before him, obviously you had Daniel Boone, you had Steve Seabaugh, you had Randy. So I apologize. His name escapes me now. He's out of Texas area, Oklahoma. Oh man, super good guy. Sorry, I can't remember his last name. But yeah, there's a lot of, I mean, everybody in that role has been a stud,
Yeah,
really.
absolutely. That's funny you said those names because they all had the same demeanor. They were all, knew their stuff, but didn't beat you over the head with it.
Yep.
Very easy guys to learn from.
Yep.
Perfect
No,
guys. Going to
no,
be
no, no.
tough. Going to be tough to fill those shoes.
It is. And let me get this right because his face I just cropped up and it was Tim McCool. Tim McCool. I think he may have been the first one. So a lot of good folks in that role that Brett had, and he wore a lot of hats in in that role in the leadership, and he became a really good public speaker and what have you. So it's nice to see him grow in the role and just get better and better and thrive. And now he's on to other things he's excited about. So
So are you ready? Are you ready to make your announcement
um, no,
that you'll be leaving Bona to take over the new role at NWFA?
no, but I'd be interested in who gets that job.
That is the
Yeah,
million-dollar question. Who?
yeah.
I know there's going to be a lot of people line up for that job.
There's some big shoes to fill there.
Yeah.
But and I was thinking about you as a trainer too. I mean, as many we talked, you were coming home last night about 4 or 5 hour drive, and as many schools as you've done, and you do a ton. I mean, you're busy from now to the end of the year, except for maybe Christmas week, maybe.
I'm on a clip right now of 18 cities, 19 cities in 16 weeks.
Golly, that's a lot, man.
It's like a
That's a,
rock and roll band, isn't
it
it?
really is. You got to
It
wake up sometimes and wonder where you're at.
I there all right. Once in a while I do forget what room I'm in, and I got to look at
Yeah,
my key again.
yeah. So, with all that, and there's pressure on you to perform because you get there. I mean, if you can't show up, I mean, you can't have a sick day, right? What's the worst time you've been like totally out of it, and I have to show up because I just can't let them down. I'm
I
very
thought we were going to keep this to ourselves.
I'm gonna let you say it, man. I'm just asking.
You know, I may never live this story down.
But it's such a great story. And everybody would understand,
Yeah, I
Rob.
told you this in complete confidence.
That's why I'm not saying it. I'm letting you
And the
say it.
first thing you want to do, the first thing you said to me was, "Oh, you got to tell that story on the show."
You have to.
Oh man.
Come
All
on,
right.
man. Give
Uh,
take one for the team here. It's too good not to.
we might get canceled. This
No.
might be the last show. Yeah, when Boney
It-
hears this, that's it. It could be over. So this could be our last one, everybody.
I'll go down with the ship with you.
You freaking better. It was your idea. Well, uh,
I know this is tough.
so so Wayne and I were talking, and we're definitely not going to mention any names. And a guy was supposed to show up for work one day, and somebody that was working with us said he can't make it today. He's feeling under the weather. And this was for a school. And I said, "Is he in the hospital?" Okay. He's if you're not showing up for work,
Better be
you
there.
better be in the hospital.
Yeah.
Okay. Especially, what we do, I think, when we're doing schools is people rearrange their schedules like crazy. You know what I mean? I mean,
Hmm.
you know,
Hey, schedule
and
time
you
off of
you
work.
you know what it's
Yeah.
like. You were
Yeah.
in the business, and like the worst thing a floor guy can do is take a vacation because
Yeah.
he's I'm going to take a week off, and now you got to work like crazy for 3 weeks before and
Hmm.
crazy for 3 weeks after just to
Yeah.
try to make up, right? So the last thing I want to do is tell somebody that I can't make it
Yeah.
because I know that guys who are coming to the school have rearranged their schedule. I can't just cancel a school.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hmm.
You know the deal. We just
Yeah.
can't do it.
Yeah.
And same thing when we were working. You couldn't call a homeowner and go, "Hey,
No.
geez, they got the sniffles today. I can't
Yeah.
show up," because now your schedule's screwed up big time.
Get to it, Rob.
I can't.
I know this is tough, man.
All right. So I was talking to Wayne and I said, "We just can't cancel a school because you might not be feeling well." And a while back, I wasn't feeling well. I don't know if I had food poisoning or I had something terribly wrong with me. But I had guys that, there was like 14 guys coming to this school and I can't cancel out. So I had to do this school. And like I said, I was feeling pretty, pretty bad. And there was stuff coming out of me all over the place. It was bad. I don't know if it's food poisoning or what, but so I said I can't cancel the school, but how
What
do I
did you
say this?
what did you do, Rob?
I like they said in Jaws, I'm not going to sit here and watch that Kittner boy spill out all over the dock. So I said, well, I got to take some kind of precautions here. So I went to Kmart or not Kmart, that's showing my age. I went
Kmart,
to
yeah.
Walmart and I thought, all right, I gotta buy some Depends. I got I I can't believe we're doing this.
Listen, you're a big man. You're a big man for
Look,
saying
I
that.
know I gotta lose weight. I know I'm big. You don't gotta tell
No,
me.
no, no,
Okay?
no.
I had to get extra large.
Yes.
Uh, yeah. So it was just a precaution, and
Yeah.
that's all it was for.
Hmm.
Okay. Have you ever bought them before?
No, 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 no. Did you try him out?
First off, I just thought, all right, I'm just gonna get, you know, one or two. I don't.
Mhm.
They don't sell them like that.
No.
No, it's like a giant economy, but it's like four
Mm,
dozen in a
mm,
box.
mm.
And I'm like, oh my God. You know,
Yeah.
what the hell? This is insane how much you have to, I just
Yeah.
wanted,
You should have argued with
sam
him.
a sample pack or something. To
Yeah.
argue with them. No, thank God for self-checkout. And then, I'm trying to put it in a bag, but they're so big, you can barely get them in a bag. And I'm like, and then I'm walking out the door trying, I'm thinking, please, God, don't let me see anybody that I've ever met in my entire life. Okay.
Yeah.
I was figuring, oh, I'll probably bump into my old girlfriend from school or something
Mm-hmm.
like that. That would, oh, what do you got there? No, nothing.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
nothing. And then I'm thinking, oh, geez, now I got to get by the guy who checks out your bag.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That guy who says, "Hey, give me
Yeah.
your receipt. Let me tell you, what do you got in there?" And
Yeah.
I was
We.
like, "Oh, yeah." I figured I was just gonna drop and run, and
Mhm.
but maybe he saw me and he just waved me through. No, I didn't. I didn't try him out. Okay,
Wait.
and
Well, hold
no, I
on.
didn't. I didn't
Hold
need
on.
him.
What did you
I
try
didn't
him
need it. It
on?
was a precaution,
But did you
huh?
try him on?
Oh, I had it on. I
Oh,
I did the
oh,
whole. Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So I would. I mean, you talking?
They're
You
not
think
very
you?
comfortable either. Let me tell you.
Wow.
Yeah, you're not going to see me doing I love these people doing commercials for them, and they're playing tennis and
Mhm.
just having a ball. The shame that I was feeling.
Um.
But it would have been worse. Like I
Yeah.
said, if the Kittner boy spilled out all over the dock, that would have been,
But
you know.
I think you should have tried him out, though. You bought him. See what these things can do.
What do you mean? Try it out? Like really use it? I put them
Yeah.
on. Yeah.
Yeah. In a class.
No. Sure.
You might be if you get on a plane, your middle seat, you don't have to worry about it anymore. First thing I thought about is you think you have a high pressure job. Look what those things have to do.
Yeah,
You know?
they are not comfortable either. I mean,
Wow.
they're
I
not
love
comfortable.
I love when you buy diapers for babies, there's names like Huggies and Love. And the adult diapers they call them Depends. And I think they call them Depends because who's going to change them? Well, it depends if you're in the will or not. You know what I mean? Nobody's touching that.
I cannot
Ah,
believe that this story is out there. Now,
you know,
every person that comes to a school, they're gonna, slap me in the ass or something, see if they can hear the
you know,
plastic.
you know what though? That's the kind of guy you are, man. I mean, you whatever it took to answer that bell, you did it, and I admire that.
Yeah, well, the
So
secret's out now. That's
yeah,
it. Yeah,
well,
now everybody's gonna be, hey,
hey, Huggies, hey, what's up,
hey,
Huggies?
hey, Huggy
Hug,
Bear.
Huggy
Yeah.
man. Um,
Hey, you
no,
packing right now? You wearing? Huh?
no, but
I
hey,
but I that I couldn't not do the school. You
yeah,
know what I mean?
exactly, yeah, yeah.
I could not do the school, and I couldn't.
You had every reason not to show up, and you showed up. So you
Oh,
did what it took. So ain't nothing wrong
oh
with that.
my gosh,
Yeah.
yeah, and wow, that was a tough day. That was a tough one, but got through it.
You got through it. You made it. All right. So you talk about Brett Miller, and you talk about
So how do we
training
go from Brett Miller to depends?
to depends. Yeah. Well, I
Boy,
tied it in.
you couldn't wait for that.
I couldn't wait to tie
You
those two
could not
together. This
wait.
story started
I
out.
can't even believe I told you the story, and now,
Yeah.
now it's out there.
This story started out as just some guy that was a sissy that didn't show up because he had a few sniffles, and that's how it progressed into this. So we talk about how every you got to show up, you got to answer the bell no matter what, and you answer the bell. That's all that matters.
The bell of shame.
All right, fire safety. This is something that we've talked about before, and I think when we also you and I were talking about Britt Miller last night and whatever, and you mentioned that he mentioned your fire speech that you do, and I don't know about you, but I've seen more fires in the last year and a half than I've seen in probably the 5 years, and I don't know why, but it seems like there's been a rash of fires, and it takes one rag to ruin your career. One time, and we're coming up on winter like that doesn't makes no difference at all. We've seen the rags catch on fire on a snowbank, so I think it's a good time that. And if I had employees, I'd want them to really listen to this because this is an important podcast um, about fire, and nobody does this better than you. So maybe you could give that again, Rob.
Well, I was doing a class this week in Montreal, um, and right away, of course, and actually, there was a lot of call for. Are we going to be doing chroma? Can we do chroma? And so, like every class, we always talk about the fire safety with the oil stained rags, dust, whatever. And uh, if you've ever been to one of my classes, whenever I say, does anybody ever had an issue, ever had a fire? And it it's usually more than half of the hands go up. And that's when I really want, I'll always tell everybody, if your hand isn't up or you're new to the game, turn around, take a look around, look how many hands are up. Okay. And then I'll have everybody tell their story. I'll have everybody tell their story because it it could be stain rags, it could be a backpack, it could be a dust bag, it could be chemical they were working with, it could have been electric. I mean, we are all over the map when it comes to ways that you can get bitten in this business with the fire stuff. And like you said, it has seemed like the last couple of years, I don't know if it's just because everybody's so much more tied into the internet or we're just doing more staining, but man, there has been just a crazy amount of fires. So I'll just touch on a little bit on what causes a stain rag fire because a lot of guys know stain rags will catch on fire, but they're not sure why it's really happening. So, with any of the stains out there, any oil-based stain, and it doesn't matter the company, you know, but usually in those stains, there's one of three oils used: linseed, soy, or vegetable. So when an oil is used, a Mother Nature natural product, oil, it's her job to dry it. Once that oil's used, she's going to dry it. Okay. And she's going to dry it one or two ways. One would be air. So if you just lay them out and let them air dry, usually they're going to be harmless. But if you've had some guys say, yeah, I thought they were okay once I dried them, but maybe they weren't dried enough and we had an issue. Or the other is heat. And that's where the heat comes in because people will, take that rag and then ball it up. And when they ball it up, like so, they take away the air. And now Mother Nature starts generating heat. That's called oxidation. And that heat is so that she can dry the oil. But on the right piece of material, that oxidation can lead to spontaneous combustion, which is how you get the fires. And it's all Mother Nature stuff. It can't not happen. Can't not happen. So you got to be so careful with those. You know, what we like to do, 5 gallon bucket, couple gallons of water, everything goes into the water, stain rags, carpet pads, whatever you're using. Um, I remember Bum had come to a school and we're driving home and we're talking about it. And he goes, I don't know if I believe that whole stain rag thing. And I said, really? You don't? I go, what do you think? I said, I talked to guys in the fire department. I've talked to fire safety. I've talked to, paint experts. I go, I didn't just make this up. This is, this is what happens. I showed him a couple articles and he's like, because it never happened to him. So one Sunday he's over and I took a bunch of really stoked stain rags, put them in the fire pit in a black bag. Sun's beating on him. I go, oh, this thing will torch. And so I said, hey, here we go. You watch. And I bet 3 or 4 hours go by and nothing. And he's kind of looking at me like, yeah, I didn't think anything was going to happen, and so now we kind of forget about it. We're both sitting on the deck. We got our back to the pit. And Pauline sticks her head out and she goes, why are you guys lighting the fire now? The kids are going home. Everybody's getting ready to go. And we turn around and she's just ablazing, man. Yeah, yeah. And he looked at me and said, if I wasn't sitting next to you the whole time and know that you didn't go back there, he goes, I would have swore you went back there and lit that thing on fire. He goes, I can't believe it. I go, yeah, it can't not happen. And I think when guys really get jammed up with this is if they have a new guy on the job and they don't really explain to him how dangerous these things are. Because, the new guy, he just wants to help out. He's running around, he's picking up stain rags, he's doing this and that. And
Throw one in the trash bag.
throw one in the trash. Okay. And I did a school in Jersey over the summer, and I'm doing this whole spiel, right? And I said, new guys, you got to watch them because they might throw something away. And this kid jumps up out of his seat and runs over to a garbage can in my training center and starts pulling out stuff. He had put rags in there. And then he said, and for some reason, I put a bunch of sandpaper and stuff on top of the rags.
It's a great way to cause a fire.
Can you imagine?
Wow.
Can you imagine me, Mr. Fire Safety, burning
Mhm.
down a Bona training center?
Wow.
But the way the kid just jumped up and ran over,
Mhm.
I was like, wow, all
Wow.
right, somebody's
Yeah.
listening,
Hmm.
somebody's listening.
I've got two real quick stories on the fires. One, and I've told this before, I'll do it quickly. We had a new guy on a job, and we just stained the floor dark, and well, we went to lunch, and I was talking about the fire, the stain rags, how dangerous they are with spontaneous combustion. So I set all the rags on the curb. Okay, we went down to a fast food place, Wendy's, and we're gone about 45 minutes, an hour, maybe at the most, because we had to pick up after we stained the floor. So the rags were sitting on the curb. And we came back and we parked in front of it. And I could see like heat waves coming off of those rags. I told him, I said, look at those rags right now. Can you see the heat like coming off of that? And he goes, yeah. I went over, Rob, and I kicked the pile and they went up like that. And
Air.
I mean, it shocked me. I mean, I knew that,
Yeah,
yeah, it was going to be, I had no
yeah.
idea that was going to be that the case. And I'll tell you another one. This is really surprising. This happened in Livermore, California, when a fire captain burned his house down. Believe it or not, stained a deck outside or something. I think it was a deck outside, and believe it or not, put the stain rags in a trash compactor
Mm.
and burned the house down.
Mm.
That's a fire captain.
And that was the
Uh,
captain of fire.
yeah, it's
Being so close to New York City, I do get a lot in our Jersey Training Center. I do get a lot of firemen that you go to a New York City firehouse and you could build a house with the guys on their side jobs. There's always electricians, plumbers, you name it. And there's a lot of floor guys, even though some gym guys who are in the fire department. And as I'm doing my explanation and everything, one day he said, "Hey, I'm from the, New York City Fire Department and everything." And he stood up and said, that was one of the best explanations I've ever heard anybody talk about stain rags and things like that. And then he elaborated on what he's seen in the past and dust and things like that. So it was great. And
Well, Rob, now can you talk a little bit about backpack and vacuum fires?
one more thing I'll talk about before we move on to that um, is the chroma. I'll tell you what, man, it's a hard habit to break, taking a chroma rag and just throwing it in the garbage can.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? It just seems insane to do that, but the chroma being a water-based product, you could put a fire out with chroma.
Yeah.
I mean, uh, what a safety game changer that one is, as far as getting good color on the floor, not having a water pop, and never worrying about a stain rag again. I've had guys tell me in schools that they've jumped out of bed at 2 o'clock in the morning because they know they left dust or stain rags or something someplace in their truck or wherever, where that's what woke them up.
Hmm. I can't believe you just said that, and because I was going to say this and I forgot. I stained a floor, and there was a man and lady, and they have a teenage daughter living there, and they told me they're going to be gone for several days. My daughter's here, whatever. And we arranged I'm going to come back and coat the floor the next day, whatever. But I got finished staining the floor that day, and as I'm working my way out the slider in the back, the dog just, as soon as I open the door, the dog's all over me, jumping all over me. He's a big dog and whatever. He's a friendly dog, but and I'm dealing with the dog. I'm dealing with the rags. I'm standing last bit of the floor, and there's a heater vent there. And as I'm replaying this thing right before I got in bed around 11 o'clock at night, I'm replaying these whole events in my mind, and I'm thinking to myself, man, what if a stain rag went down there? But I know there's not one there. But that kid's living there. I just couldn't sleep. So I told my wife, I said, Jude, I got to go back to that house. I said, I know I didn't leave a stain rag there, but I just can't go to sleep knowing that. So I said, and the bad news is you got to go with me. I'm not going to go back to a kid's house at 11:30 at night by myself. So she goes, no, I
I've
get it.
got bad news and worse news.
Yeah. So I went there and there was no stain rag there, but I had to do it because it just takes one, it's to ruin your life. And God forbid somebody else's. So,
Isn't that
yeah.
such a floor guy thing? I mean, it's not the second or third time I've ever heard somebody getting up in the middle of the night because, oh crap, I forgot
Yeah. Yeah.
dust, I forgot stain or something in the truck,
Yeah.
crazy.
Takes one. That's why
That's all it takes.
when you talk about chroma, man, it might be the best investment you've ever made in a product because it is a water-based product. And we've had Robbie Smith talk about Chroma on this. We've had other podcasts about it, about using the product. You've talked about it. We have training centers across the country. If people want to look into it, you can do that. But that's a good idea to touch on that before we move on to the vacuum
The
cleaners.
other thing I found too about Chroma, the more you work with it, the easier it gets. You know what I mean? I
Mhm.
mean, we've all been putting stain on oil-based stain the same way. Yeah, you either wiped it on by hand or you buffed it on. And I remember when Chroma first came out, it was, oh my God, there's, so many steps to do it. There really isn't a lot of steps more. You know what I mean? There really isn't too many. And the more you do it, the faster and easier it gets. I think I tell everybody,
Well,
don't do a 3,000 foot job for your first one. Do a small one. Do a 200, do a 300 foot, 600.
yeah.
Do something manageable and work the king. If you can get to a training center, definitely give us a call. Or even if your distributor has a couple of panels that you can hack around on, call a Bona rep, call me. We'll get somebody out there. We'll work with you. Um, I'd rather see you put your hands on it at a batting cage or a driving range before you first get out there and do it on somebody's house. There is a couple of steps, but man, it just gets easier and easier.
but you know something, as you say that, especially our generation, but you know, we've all made the change from oil-based to water-based. We've all made a wholesale change. And I mean, you have still some guys using oil, no question, but we've adapted to advances in the industry, you know, and the benefits of that are the with the you know the faster dry time and what have you, and products are easier to work with and they can roll and all kinds of different stuff. So as we've gone along in our industry, we've adapted also with the planetary machines. We're learning to sandpaper scratch and blah blah blah. It's just one more in the evolution of where the industry is going. And there's been other attempts at this. And I think that guys use the chroma uh, and use it for a few jobs. They probably won't go back to a traditional stain. So
Oh, absolutely. Yep, definitely. So you did mention backpacks, vacuum fires, dust fires in the vacuum. Um, you ever have one?
never had one of those. We had one really heat up where it was smelling, but we've had a van fire in with the oil base rags.
Rags?
Yep.
Yeah. We had two backpack fires.
Wow.
Two. Same thing. Started in the truck, put and of course it took twice before we started smartening up. But I never remember having any issues with canister vacs. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like before there were backpacks, we all had canister vacs, and then
Yeah.
backpacks. And believe me, I'm not saying anything bad about backpack vacuums. A lot of us we couldn't live without them. They just become such an amazing tool. The issue is the way that they're set up. I think that's where the issue because I had my fire on the backpack started the same exact place. That first line of dust that kind of sits right on top of the motor. You know, when your canister vacs, your heat source is on top, the motor's on top, and the dust is completely away from the heat source. Well, on backpack vacs, the motor's on the bottom. So the dust kind of sits on top of the motor in in a sense. And then the more dust gets in there, the hotter the motor has to work to create that suction and everything. So they get hotter and hotter and hotter. And what happened with ours was that first layer of dust got so hot that it melted a hole in the side of the
Wow.
vacuum.
Yeah.
And as the hole got bigger, dust fell out and air went in. And then, we didn't learn on the first one. We had to learn on the second one. But that was the other thing is like, all right, we've got to be careful that we don't store these machines with dust in them. And that's another one when I tell vacuum stories, almost every class I've had a guy. Yep, I had the same thing. Didn't turn into a fire, but it was smoldering in the back. Or, one guy told me he stuck his hand in. He felt it was kind of warm. He stuck his hand in and he burned his hand because inside of the back was starting to cook. The dust was starting to cook. So be extremely careful with the backpack vacuums. Like I said, they're just a fantastic tool, but
Well,
you got to be careful with them.
I mean, it's making a bomb. I mean, you've got heat, and then you pack that on top of it, generating more heat. And you know, some brands of urethane, especially when you're abrading between coats, that gets hot. You know what I mean?
Well, that was the one fire we had. That's what we were. It was just the only dust in there was from
The,
intercoat abrasion on
yeah,
polyurethane,
there was a lot of
and
that.
there was not a lot of dust. But if you think about
Hmm.
it, that dust is, I think I was using like a 180 screen,
Hmm.
so you're screening up oil-based polyurethane to a
Yeah,
very fine powder. You're almost making gunpowder.
yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Now you got a really fine dust with a little bit of accelerant on there.
And
Yeah, yeah, that can be.
here's the thing. You might think, okay, well, I'll do it at the end of the day. I'm going to run to the other job. I'm going to run to lunch. I'm going to run down the store. That's even too long, man, to trust it. Or you also might sometimes a general contractor on the job will say, I'll get rid of all the trash bags or whatever. I would never let anybody do that because that was
Yeah.
my responsibility, and I wouldn't trust that he would do that responsibly or the proper way. Um, and also with the big machines, you hit a nail, you get a spark gets in the bag, and that takes a long time to fester. So bags, man, bags are a scary deal also.
That's one of the things too. I was really happy when, the did you ever see the Bonus Super Vac? You remember that one,
The
right?
blue one,
The blue one.
I had more of those than any other Bona vacuum products.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's a bunch of guys who still have those.
I love that vacuum.
Those things just run forever.
Yep,
Okay.
yep.
But now with the new replacement, the DCS 50, I was so happy that they made an improvement to our canister type vac. And that's the other thing that I like about that DCS 50 is the heat source is on top and
Yeah,
the dust is completely away from it. So
yep.
just
Separates it.
another safety aspect of that DCS 50. Plus, that DCS 50 is just such a great vacuum for, especially if you're running small hand tools and things like that. It's got that where as soon as you turn your tool on, the vacuum comes on. It's
Yeah.
got the automatic purge. There's a lot of great bells and whistles on that machine too. But big machine, that's where I had a major fire running a big machine up in Maine. We were doing bowling alley in Maine, sanding. I was sanding approaches that had lacquer on it, and my fire, I didn't hit a nail. I didn't hit anything. I just was overworking my paper. It was friction. I had a little bit to go. I only got about 6 or 7 feet to go. I ain't gonna change the paper now, because it was drum paper. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
It
Yeah.
wasn't just putting it on a new belt. It was, the
The
slot
drum.
and blah blah blah. And I'm a lazy bastard, so
Hmm.
yeah, I can make it, and I could smell it too.
Wow.
I could smell that the paper was getting too dull, and I'm like, I'm 5 6 feet. I'll be good.
Yeah.
And so you've got to watch friction. And now with today's machines, that machine I was running back then, the 12-inch American Lincoln, they had, they were a big machine, but they only had about 70 or 80 pounds of head pressure,
Yeah.
spinning at about 1200 RPM. You look at the equipment we have, you look at the Belt UX, the Bona Belt UX, that's spinning almost twice as fast with an extra 40 or 50 pounds of head pressure.
Yeah.
So now we've quadrupled our friction or almost quadrupled our friction. And people don't realize that friction's just rubbing two sticks together. It doesn't take a match, a nail, or anything like that. So, got to be very careful with that.
As a contractor, there's a lot of ways we've said before, like you want to put as many things on your side of the equation as you can. There's a lot of risks involved. There's a lot of liability involved. And the more employees you have, the more extend that out further and further and further. So a lot of this is habits and getting everybody on the same page that you walk to a job site, everybody's doing exactly the same way. That way, if someone does something out of the norm that doesn't take the dust bag out for the day, whatever, everybody knows that that's not the way we do it. And it's so important. And I don't think you can give this fire speech talk enough because it is, man, life is hard enough owning a business and running a business. And when you know, one of the descriptions of being an entrepreneur and owning your business is should be overworked because you put in a ton of hours. Most people that are doing this are not working 40-hour jobs. Most people are working much longer than that. And it's to work that hard and have something like this happen, go into a box and arc the box and electrocute yourself that way, or have a fire like this or some kind of hazard. It's just habits, and the more you can put on your side of the equations and get in good habits of not doing these type of things, and the better off you are. I mean, it's the same thing as at the end of sometimes I think we treat our equipment better than we treat ourselves. You know, at the end of the day, you take the wheels off the ground so the wheels don't get a flat spot. You take the pressure off the drum of the big machine so you don't get a flat spot on the drum. And you know, you make sure the wheels are clean. All these little things that you do. Floor guys sometimes, if you really think about this trade, how many things there are that make things work. That when you see the wonder guys get so excited over a fabulous job, you know, a beautiful job. How many things had to go right in order for that to come together? It's amazing the skill level that these guys have. And I think sometimes we take it for granted because we do it all the time and we see it all the time. But man, God bless these guys out there and gals doing floors, man, that so many things have to come together to come out with a great product. And so don't get yourself in trouble on something like this. So
Yeah. Another thing with fire, you had mentioned sparks. Okay. Nails, staples, of course, they're going to throw some sparks. We had our old radiator machine had like a 7-inch disc on the end that had no guard or anything on it. Do you remember? Do you ever see that one?
yes, I know exactly what
Right?
you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. And somebody had the bright idea, we're not going to put any guards on it or anything, and that way you can get really close to the pipes. And then you won't have to stick your arm in and right.
Yep.
And that's what we had. That was our radiator machine. I mean, it looked like a suicide edger type thing,
Yeah.
right? And that whole open wheel, there was no cover on that thing. That just you bolted it on and went. And I know there's guys still using them. I've seen them. I've seen them in warehouses and stuff. But we had a fire from that. I was we were sanding. It had to be a lacquer poly mix, ton of lacquer under there, and I am just grinding up against the legs of that radiator
Trying to
so I
start a
wouldn't have
fire.
to scrape, right? Yeah.
If you're in an abandoned building and you're freezing cold and you're dying and whatever, that's how you would start a fire.
Yeah.
You had no
I mean, it
matches.
looked like I was welding. It looked like I was welding, and I'm just grinding away. Look at me. I'm such a great worker. And I had a big giant pile of dust, and yeah, I got up, went over. I think I went to get some more paper or something. And Pete looked at me, he goes, "You smell something burning?" I go, "Yeah, what the hell,
What could it
how
be?
could that happen?" Right?
Yeah.
There's a big pile. There it is. It was just smoldering. There wasn't a huge fire. But another one too is the paper tracking on your machine.
Yeah.
How many guys how many guys when they open up the door to that machine, you see that ring.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. From the belt hitting it.
You see that ring, and I know it sounds like we're just doing commercials for Bona, okay? But now the two things I just talked about, the radiator machine with that open wheel causing all those sparks. You look at the Bona Combi Edge with the radiator machine, it's dust pickup, amazing dust pickup, and that edge is covered. You know what I mean? That edge is covered. So there's your Combi Edge answer to that radiator machine. And now the belt UX, there is no better belt tracking system in the world. You will never see that ring. I better watch what I'm saying, but you will never see that ring. We've been running that machine for 25 years.
Yeah.
And because it's self-adjusting,
Well, you can take them off at all the schools and look at them, and these are 100 different guys using it with sometimes no experience and come with different
yep.
experience and what have you.
And that self-adjusting upper roller assembly, that if the paper starts to track bad, it corrects itself. There you go. That's why you never see those sparks flying on that machine, because of that upper roller assembly is just amazing. I didn't know this is going to turn into commercials for Bona equipment, but
Hmm.
boy, we really get our together with some of
Yeah.
these things as far as a little bit of fire safety too. Dust. That's number three. So far I got number one is friction, number two is sparks, three, dust. Uh, I don't know, we could just go on forever about dust. I think the big thing with dust is where you are storing it. And I've heard so many guys with van fires, warehouse fires that started in their vans in the warehouse, all from leaving dust in there. And we did talk about the backpack vacuums versus that. The other thing too, I talked to a guy up here around Albany who's a big machine repair guy. And he was telling me he's shocked that there isn't even more fires than people have. He goes, sometimes when I start working on guys' machines, the dust that is impacted on the inside of the belt machines, he said, is absolutely insane. He goes, I've opened them up and he said, I've felt hot dust. I've seen stuff that was, looked like it was ready to start going because simple thing, guys just aren't blowing out their machines. And that dust starts to get caked in there and the springs and all that stuff. That's going to lead to heat too. So be careful with that dust.
I think I've heard that from every single mechanic I've ever met about the amount of dust that's packed in these machines when they get them and open them up and go to work on them. Yeah, blowing out the machines at the end of the day is
Yeah.
so quick and easy and I mean, you feel so much better afterwards.
All right. So number 4 was stain rags. We started the show with stain rags. Uh, Number 5 I have is electric. Um, how many electric fires have you ever had?
I've never had an electric fire. I've
We
been,
had a we had a major electric fire one time, and that was um, I hooked up into an old fuse box, the kind with
oh,
the
the screw
the
in.
the screw-in
Yeah,
fuses.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I had no business going into that one, and something arced, but
Hmm.
it just didn't blow. It generated enough heat and just everything started to melt and catch on fire. And so, of course, we're working and the machine's making funny noises and the lights are kind of dimming and flashing. And
Hmm.
oh my God, geez, what the hell's going on? And then Pete starts yelling. He goes, "You smell that?" And man, there's just nothing that smells like burning electricity.
Yeah.
Nothing. That smell. So that was a pretty good one.
Hmm.
Uh, the other one that I've seen a lot too, because the machines we used in the bowling business were all everything was 220, everything was major three phase. Yeah, we had some serious, and the other thing too about working in bowling alleys and gyms is the length of a cord. Sometimes you'd be stretching cords 200 feet,
Yeah.
and boy, if your connections weren't spot on and tight, the warmer they got, the looser they got, and we saw plugs would blow like,
Yeah. Yeah.
they would look like M80 sometimes.
Hmm.
Crazy. So be careful with your electric. Uh, Another one I have is liquid vapors. Quick dry sealers, lacquers, shellacs, mineral spirits, conversion varnishes, all of those very, very dangerous to work with. Anything that has that red label on it, those are flammable products, and when they're sanding, they're dangerous. When you're sanding them, they're dangerous. When you're using them, they're dangerous in their liquid form, their vapor form. Just, man, stick with the water base. I mean, that's really one of the reasons that my family started with water base, just was the whole safety aspect of it. And last but not least, fire extinguishers. Got to have those fire extinguishers. Every truck should have 2 fire extinguishers. And the
Work.
extinguisher we're looking for is ABC rated. For like 300 bucks, you can put 2 decent size fire extinguishers, not the kind that are in a boat. Those are a little small. Your
Hmm.
your boat fire extinguishers, you want something a little bit bigger. So like 300 bucks, you can put 2 good size, and you want to make sure you get the right type. You're looking for the ABC rated. ABC rated fire extinguisher fights liquid paper, and electric. All the types of fires that we can run into when you're doing the floor work. That's about it for fire safety. I can't think of anything else.
Well, good stuff, man. A lot of good tips, and hopefully it helps someone get out of a jam and what have you.
You know
Have,
what? This is I've done this. Well, you know me. We've done this for years. This fire stuff, and the great part is sometimes when we remind people to do this, if you're listening to the show, and I know I've had sport crews that have done this in the past, they'll have a round table with their guys. They'll
yeah,
say, "Hey, you know what? Let's have that talk because this
yeah,
is a talk you should be having this talk once a year with your crews."
100%. And like I say, even if you've been doing floors for 20 years, we get in the habit of doing stuff. We get in a hurry is a big factor. As we get in a hurry, we know better. We know what we're supposed to do, but we get in a hurry. We get jammed up for time and whatever. We end of the job. We start throwing our tools in the truck and this, that, and the other, and you just get one shot to screw it up. So,
Hmm.
have you heard of a product called Tena? Tena? T as in Tom.
No, what's that?
It's extra coverage overnight underwear for men.
I
Uh,
cannot believe we did that story. I
uh,
am, that's it. My career is over.
no, no, no,
It's
no,
over.
no, no.
Yeah,
I won't ever.
it's over.
No, you did the right
You
thing.
happy?
Yeah.
Yeah. The NWFA will never hire me now.
Well,
Never.
now, no.
Yeah.
Well, you go ahead, but I do the fire speech. Yeah, but there's a manner of
Yeah,
the
but
incontinence
yeah, it's
thing.
look it, man.
Yeah.
It was break
Hey,
glass in case of emergency.
you know what?
What am I gonna do? Send 14 guys home?
This podcast actually, you got a fire in your pants. You got a fire in the truck. We got you covered. All right.
Oh, that's it. I mean, well, first we talked, I don't know, years ago about my colonoscopy, and that didn't get me fired. So maybe
Yeah.
this will. Maybe this
Yeah.
is the one
Yeah.
that,
Could be.
all right, we've had enough of him.
All right. Rob, my friend, thank you very much. That's always great getting together with you. And thanks for this great knowledge on the fire stuff, man. I like to hear it. It's a good reminder for me. So this has been another episode of On the Floor with Wayne and Rob. Please stay tuned for another episode.